Now, you gave me a hint that it's all about finding our true self, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what you
Yes.
are trying to tell the people, to tell a layman, to find yourself, find your own self, find your true self, isn't it?
Yes.
So, what are the practices that we follow, or that are there any guidelines or kind of principles, rules that we have to follow, or kind of understand to know more about ourselves, to find our true potential?
There are certain guidelines. You know, I have a degree in mechanical engineering, and so I like things to be scientific or reproducible. And so let me tell you just a little story here, and then we'll get into that. There was a lady once who believed in God, who believed in the power of prayer, and she had a young daughter who was sick, and she felt, if I pray deeply enough, God will answer this prayer and God will heal my child. And so she started off and she was praying very deeply, but then she had to admit, a few minutes into it, she was thinking about the fact that she needed to cook dinner and wondering what her husband would want for dinner and wondering what was in the refrigerator. And she realized that her prayers weren't focused. And then she wasn't sure, will they work? And God hears all prayers, but there are some saints who God will answer every single one of their prayers, and that's because their prayers are focused, that their mind is focused. So, yes, the purpose of life is for us to understand that God is within us, or that we are one with God, and it is our job to explore our true potential and figure out who we truly are. And who we truly are beings of love and light and joy, and this world was meant for us to live in that way. But if we cannot go within and find a calm, peaceful place within, we won't be able to have the experience that we are one with God, the experience that we are beings, and in essence that we are joy. You know, if you're in a dark room and you're stumbling around and kicking yourself on the furniture and you can't find the light and blaming everybody and everything because of that, all it takes is to light one candle. One candle is enough to extinguish all the darkness in a huge, huge room. And so we are beings of joy, but often we don't know that. We're stumbling around in this world. But if we can take some scientific techniques like meditation, go within on the inside and get everything still. Now, it's not easy. We have to get our mind still. The mind and the breath have a correlation. If we can get the breath to become still, the mind will become more still. Our heart rate actually becomes still. That helps to calm our emotions, which might be taking us in a negative direction. With meditation, with certain techniques, we can turn everything around. We can live positive emotions all of the time. I didn't think that was possible when I first came on the path. And then I started meeting people within our organization, and now I see there's saints everywhere. He's happy all the time. How does he do that? Because I certainly wasn't happy. I was grumpy one day, then, happy the next, and on these huge oscillations of outward emotions that were dictated by what was going on outside of myself. But I've now learned that I can have peace and joy on the inside no matter what's going on. And the more I can learn to calm the restless breath, the restless mind, these are like ropes that tie us outwardly, that then we get caught up in the rhythms of the world. But we can learn to have our own rhythms. We can learn to be a cause in this world rather than an effect. And we can learn to help the entire world become happy. We can learn how to uplift people. Now, this might sound funny, but it's true. We can learn how to uplift people from the inside out. Normally, you're taught, well, someone's sad, go and smile at them or say something nice. But the saints that I've met, when I'm around them, I just feel happy and I don't even know why. And all my problems, I was going to ask them this question, that question, somehow those just disappear. So there are scientific techniques where we too can learn how to become saints. But yes, we do have to do the work, but it is fun.